Hey guys, how's it going? Thomas here, running another round of Hall of Valor. And I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and I'm going to show you guys how to run this. So typically what you'll do is I like to come up and I like to kill the first group of trash right here and just attack them and work my way up and get this next group right here and stop, and then I'll kill all this trash at once. But at this point it's best to, since we're doing big pulls, we're going to go ahead and pull a lot of this at once. But normally you'll come up here and do that. These guys are, I think this is a normal actually, that's why these guys are all so freaking low. I'm way over geared for this. I'm probably going to be the #1 damage dealer, to be honest with you guys. But yeah, healer can't keep up, so he's struggling. But yeah, you'll pull the first group, pull top of the stairs. Then you're going to pull this here. So there's about 3 pulls right here at the very start before you get to the boss. And then we're going to run up here to the boss itself. Now, when you tank him, it's best to tank him between the columns at an angle like so. And you want to just kind of focus like so here. Make sure you don't stand on these things. But when the dragons come, you can kind of see, and the dragon's going to come there on that bottom one. So I'm just going to pull over here to the middle. And that way I can kind of see where the dragon's at. And once it's there, you just want to kind of gun right over here into the corner real quick. Just yank him in here. This is going to be a relatively much longer fight, but I don't think there's going to be as many dragons on here because this is normal, unlike either mythic or a heroic. So a lot of guys wipe right here, but normally where I like to keep him is I like to keep him right between these piers, right here in the middle. That's really your best place where you want to be keeping him, and that way you can kind of see both sides. You can turn around real quick. You can look behind you if you have to. But yeah, these guys are definitely struggling to do damage. This is definitely going to be a big carry run. Gotta watch, the dragon's going to be way over there. Okay. Yeah, so now we just got to grab our loot real fast. And as far as this guy goes here, this big one, normally if you run off the one side, you can get past him. Those guys, I don't know what they're doing. I guess they're going to go the other way. But you want to go ahead and not pull him, but you want to pull this trash up to the top of the stairs and stop right about here. If you're not careful, what will ultimately happen is you'll end up pulling all this trash up here as well. And if you have really bad luck, you'll pull him, and then you have to fight even more of them guys, which is really, really time consuming. So it's just kind of like one of those no-nos. Now, as far as this trash goes here, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the trash it's run away from me, damn it. But as far as this trash here goes, you want to make sure that it doesn't stand on its healing rings, because it can self-heal. Like there's a healing ring, so you want to pull over here off to the side, and we're just going to go ahead and we'll just heal like this right here. That's what you want to do. So that way it cannot heal itself, and that's important. And then once we come in here, what we want to do is we want to look for the big guy. So the big guy, where is he? Big guy's right down there. So we'll just pull this group here and fight it and kill it. And normally I'll pull this outside to be safe. And then on top of that, I'll pull this group of trash right up through here. And we'll just kind of pull all this back, and I'll pull it outside. Normal is what I'll do. So you're pulling it in just individual groups. But just because we are over geared here, I'm just going to pull all this at once, because I am the one that's actually going to be doing all this here. I'm afraid I'm going to kill my DPS at this point in time, just because my DPS is under geared. So you got to be a little stressful about that. And I'm really wondering where that one guy is, because I swear I think there actually one DPS are down. So he probably should kick that guy actually. But best always to pull these guys outside behind the door. There's a little place where you can break the line of sight. And the reason I like to do that is just so you don't accidentally pull trash in here and make a mistake. Now these guys at the table, you just want to kill them right there at the table. We're going to just kind of keep them going. And once we get up here to this platform right here, you want to kill these guys, stop right here. And then once you get them killed, then you can go ahead and move on up to this guy here. Now this guy will really ruin your day, so just make sure that you do interrupt him when he does do his spell casting and stuff like that. So that is important. So now we'll just make sure we do an interrupt. I don't think it actually interrupted actually. Now these 3 trash mobs here, the thing about them is you don't want to pull them because they don't give you a percentage on Mythic, so you want to learn to fight around them. So you don't pull those, you just leave them standing where they're at because they don't give no percentage.
Their kind has no true honor, no true virtues. I will purge them from these sacred.
So that's trash you don't pull, and as you can see, somebody just had to pull it. That's going to hurt right there. He's going to shoot that beam right into the group. So. But see, someone noobs will pull that, but you're not supposed to pull that because it will. It's just not something that you don't pull. You pull the one god. Once he's about halfway down, you go across, and you want to get started on a second god. You can get these two. Go and get these 2 guys down. Now keep in mind when this guy does his light attack here, you want to stand behind the tank. You know, or if you're the tank, you want to position yourself so you're in line with the healer. And the reason for that is you're going to have, you know, the healer, you know, you're going to absorb those light attacks for the healer, and that way the healer's not going to be taking any damage or anything. So you just want to line up like right there. There's the healer, there's me. I just want to stay between him and the healer. That's where I want to be at. And that way the healer's not taking damage while he's casting. And the same thing applies when you're fighting a Herja. Now, when you fight Herja, you got to have a little style to fight Herja. Because when Herja goes to knock you back, what you want to do is you actually... Oh, snap. I should have positioned myself on the wall just now. I just messed up. But what you'll do is you'll use Herja's attack to knock you across the room, but there's no point in me getting knocked across the room, so I should have just positioned myself against the wall and let her knock me across the wall, because normally she'll do this, this will come first here. So now I hit a cooldown real quick, and now she'll knock me out. Now we're doing this right. So now we'll come over here to this side, and we'll do the attack. So this is the way we want to do this. Now when the light attack occurs, we're going to position ourselves between her and the healer, but that's not going to happen because we're going to get this a lot faster and stuff. She's going to die before we get that chance. But yeah, you want to use her beam effect to actually knock you across the room from one side to the other. And when they're doing the light, you know, thing, what you want to do is you want to stand, you know, between the boss and the healer. That way the healer's not taking direct damage. Because you can absorb it. And the DPS and everybody, if they got a brain, it's best for the DPS to actually get directly behind the tank also. And that's really important as well. Now, normally I'll pull these 2 guys up here where my mouse is, in front of the doors. And then I'll just go ahead and pull these guys here to the end. And then I'll just actually do that and just pull all of it. But I'll pull those off to the end right there. And I normally don't get the ones on the other side of the table. But someone might run out and go, so I was grabbing now. But if you pull right here to the corner, this will break the line of sight. But normally you don't do this on a mythic run or anything like that. Now, when we get into the woods, there's 2 ways you can go. You can either, you know, go over, you know, and pull the actual, like, you know, mobs that actually do damage to people, or you can pull one bull, and it'll actually, you know, prevent you from actually having to pull a lot of the trash. I like to pull the bull, so that's how we're going to go. So we're going to look and see here. Hopefully this is the right style for, yeah, the wolf's over there. So you can go right up through here, go down and around. We're going to go this way. And if you do this right, you only have one bull here. We're just going to have this one bull here. And we'll just taunt. You want to remember it. Always taunt it. And this will just prevent you. And you just have to kill this. And killing it is really, really fast. And you have it's less trash to deal with. But normally, you know, if you're on the bank, you just run up like this, come behind the tree, and you just jump behind the tree like that, and you're across. So it's a really fast way to do it, and it saves you from having to go over there. Because what you would have to do is you'd have to kill that trash right there, and it's just a little more time consuming. But you know, it all depends on your style and how you want to do things. You know, some people are going to struggle a little bit. So that guy's struggling a little bit because he's not used to it, but he needs to run back a little bit more. So I'll help him in just a minute. I'll show him what he needs to do there. Well, he figured it out. But that's one way to do it. The other way is to come down the top up there. I just prefer this method better. That's just me. So now we want to do like one run across up to this point, and then at this point you can just switch to your mount real quick and mount. Now never pull multiple wolf packs at once, but we're going to do that here. But you want to take this wolf pack. Now we're going to go straight across into the rocks. We're going to jump the rocks over here. We're going to hit this wolf, and this will give us 3 sets of wolves to kill. We're going to skip that wolf pack. We're going to skip this up here. And I run here a lot, so I know what you can do here and stuff. And I've seen so many guys, they don't do this right. Now, when you fight Fimri or whatever here, you want to pull him into the cave. Because what will happen is that pack of wolves over here that we didn't kill just now, what will happen is you'll accidentally aggro it. Now, sometimes you might need a little more trash here, but normally what happens is I'll wait until the end of the run, because what will ultimately happen is somebody will always accidentally pull trash. And the woods here is a great place to pull too much trash. So before you go up to the big boss room, it's a good idea to, if you think you need more trash, that guy, see, he's running away, and what he's going to do is he's going to accidentally aggro those wolves out here, and we're going to have a big, real problem. That's why you fight inside the cave and no one runs away. But some people just don't choose to come in the cave and stuff like that. So now we're going to run this back here. We'll get our light here, so we'll get our speed. So we'll go this way. You want to jump over the rock. If you're not careful, you'll pull them wolves. So we're going to run this way. We'll cross the bridge here. And we'll just zigzag behind the thing here. And then as far as this goes, we'll make one jump here. The second jump over. And I didn't jump there. I messed up. But that's typically the way you want to go right there like that. And then we'll just jump up here. And we'll just keep on going this way. So let's get this right up here real quick. Need to make sure I do not hit these deer. I do not want to aggro anything else. Okay, there we go. Now we'll just jump on inside. As I said, someone always accidentally pulls a little extra trash, that's why. But if you need more trash, you can always grab a couple mobs here. At this point, I think we would be probably at 82%, if I'm not mistaken, is where you want to be at on your percentage. If you're doing a mythic, I might be a little off. I don't think it's 92%, I think it's 82%. Because by the time you kill the kings up here, that'll put you over the top. So. So now we're just going to go ahead and move up here to the boss room. We'll go ahead and grab these kings, kill them, and then we'll get Skolgo and then Odin. Alright, so now we're going to do aggro here. Taunt, taunt, taunt. Alright, we got the taunt. You always want to taunt, versus your attack, because you always want him to hit you first. You don't want him to hit someone else. So just keep tapping your taunt until he comes. Same like that with anything. Now you can always interrupt him if you want. For some reason my interrupt don't want to work tonight. I don't know why that is. Normally my interrupt works relatively good. So. Now we'll just click the next king here. Taunt, 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 taunt. Okay, there we go. Now we'll just keep walking backwards and we'll just pull them across the room. Pull them over here to these kings. Now when you taunt the boss on these kings here, you're going to pull both of them at once. So what you want to do is you want to talk to this one here. Challenge him. You want to taunt this one over here. And that way you're on both of them. And then we're just going to pull them right over here. Now, when they die, what will happen is the shield that Odin has, he'll throw it down here and it will land right here. And you want to pick that up because that will trigger the next boss encounter. That'll trigger. So just watch, the shield will be right here under my mouse. Right here. That's right there, so it's just a little bit off, but it's right there normally where it drops. So. Click on Skolden, or Skolvold, or whatever you want to call him. Blizzard comes up with these like really crazy names. And a lot of this stuff I think they steal from books and stuff. And it's like, oh, well, we come up with that, we copyrighted it. No, you stole it. Plain and simple.
Comes too late. If these false champions will not yield the Aegis by choice, then they will surrender.
Now they'll start taunting. Taunt, taunt, taunt. There we go. The death is like really when he does it. when he attacks. So be sure to pop your shield. Pop the shield. Hopefully your DPS and everybody has enough sense to get on the shield. Now when he has the shield and he's throwing the green stuff down, reality of the matter is, you know, you don't have to stand on that shield because he'll throw green stuff down right there, and it will actually be right there. See, he threw it under his feet. People are now standing in the shield and they're taking direct damage. So you don't want to stand there on the shield like that. A lot of people make that mistake. It's a rookie mistake. We'll just grab the shield there now and we'll kill him. I didn't really need to pick it up because he was going to be dead before anything. So we'll go up here and talk to Odin now. Now, when fighting Odin, you want to keep him in the center of the room. Now, most people don't do that, and what happens is your DPS, they can't run away or they'll get trapped off to one side, and they won't have enough time to get to the other side, and they die. So you want to keep him in the center of the room best as possible. That way, when he does his stomp, everybody can get away. Me, personally, he could just stomp right on me and wouldn't even scratch me.
There is one final trial that awaits. Me. Should you triumph, I will carve your names in these sacred halls myself, and grant you a reward worthy of your valor. Tell me of your battles. Remember, life is not as
We're just going to move him right up here to the middle of the room. Now these swords here, they'll put orbs out that'll stun you. And what you want to do is you want to run away like this. Now, there is a thing called Valor that does spawn. It's an ad, and you want to kill Valor because he will wipe you. A lot of people make that mistake. You want to keep Odin away from them rings too. Because when he does turn it in, when they do spawn the orbs, it will mess you up. So it's best to just kind of keep moving him away from them. So here comes the orbs right now. You'll see them. And you don't want to get stunned by those. There's one, you want to get stunned. Oh hell! I ran right past my orb, which is right there. Well, these are called ruins. Well, technically I meant to say ruin, but these are called your ruins, and that'll turn you into an angel when you get them. But I actually ran right past mines, so I didn't realize it was blue there. I thought it kind of looked green to me, and yeah, I was thinking, okay, that's not mine, that's that other guy's, and I ran over and I was like, where's mine? I was like, oh crap, there it is. But anyways, guys, this is how you run Hall of Valor. It's one of my favorite dungeons, favorite boss fights. This boss right here, Odin, guys will mess up all the time because they do not kill the ad. You have to interrupt the ad. You have to kill that ad and burn it down very quickly. If you don't, you will wipe. I've watched really great groups come through here. They think they can kill Odin and burn him down real fast. That ad pops up. No one goes for the ad. The whole group wipes. I've seen it multiple times. I've seen it numerous times. And, you know, people need to just learn to kill the ad, okay? Even as a high-level player, I mean, guys just get too cocky for their own good and they wreck it. And, yeah, I've seen a lot of guys wipe here on Hall of Valor. But hopefully that ain't you. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel, and peace out, YouTube.